Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Ignacio High School in Ignacio, Colorado, as the Ignacio LadyCats Volleyball Varsity will be taking on the Mancos LadyBlueJays Varsity Volleyball team. We are about 2 minutes away as they will be doing the introductions. Then we will have our amazing commentators Dylan McCaw and Gabe Cox on the air for you. But until then, we have 2 minutes until the first serve.
Tonight's match is between the Mancos LadyBlueJays and your IHS LadyCats. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. At this time, please rise and remove all headwear as we honor the United States of America and the men and women who serve to protect it, past, present, for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Volleyball fans, are you ready? Once again, tonight's varsity match is between the visiting Mancos LadyBlueJays and your home team, the Ignacio LadyCats. Here are the starting players and coaches, starting with the visiting team, the Mancos LadyBlueJays. Senior number 1, Tina Imel. Sophomore number 3, Jesse Wallace. Senior number 4, Lizzie May. Freshman number 5, Tana Yeoman. Sophomore number 9, Shelby Jamore. Freshman number 12, Haley Higgins. Head coach Stacy Greenland, assistant Brianna Allison. Here is the starting players and coaches for your home team, your Ignacio LadyCats. Libero, sophomore, number 2, Lacey Brunson. Senior, number 5, Melissa Caballero. Senior, number 6, Charlize Valdez. Junior, number 8, Lexi Young. Sophomore, number 9, Trinity Stroll. Captain, sophomore, number 10, Grace Gonzalez. Captain, junior, number 15, Alexis Fontaine. Head coach, Chloe Seibel. Assistant coaches, Chloe Seibel, Tracy Scholes, Katrina Richards, and Jane Richards. Just a reminder, sportsmanship is a pride of the San Juan Basin League. Each member school. Life lessons are how to win for free, how to win, lose with dignity, how to always play with respect. We respect all administrators, athletic directors, coaches, officials, student athletes, and spectators to adhere to the philosophy and the commitment to fair play and ethical
we're back. It looks like number 3 for the Blue Jays serves over. Number 11 straight off the hit. Number 11 returns it back. Number 12 hits it back on the Blue Jays. Number 5 for the LadyCats to number 10. Number 9 hits it over Trinity Stroll. Number 9 from the Blue sends it right back. Number 15 tips it on over. Number 10 to number, let's see, number 12 hits it on over, saved by number 5. Hit out by the Mancos Blue Jays. Point, Ignacio.
Looks like we've got an early lead. Well, I wouldn't call this a lead, but number 15, Pontine serving. Hit and set over to Ignacio. Lexi hits it over and blocked by number 3.
Net. Reach over the net on number 3 for the Mancos Blue Jays. Point, Ignacio. Number 15 looking to send it right back over once more. Number 15 hits it over.
Number 4
4 misses the spike.
tries to spike it, but is a bit short, makes bad contact.
The jump
And
serve by number 15 on the LadyCats just, it's so hard, but it's like, yeah, she sends it over pretty hard, but I don't know if she's trying to get a certain spin on it or just send it in hard to where try to scare the opponent.
And that is a good tactic by number 4. Hit it into the net. Well, not a good tactic, but a bad one.
Not that.
Point for Ignacio. Up 4-1 in this early game.
Number 2, Lacey Brunson up to serve for Ignacio Bobcats. Serve is good. Over.
Looks like
15.
a field goal.
15 sends a bullet and it is out. It's out. That was out.
Looks like that is a point for Mancos.
Looks like they called it in. They called it in. All right. Well. All right. Okay.
Number 13 coming in for Mancos. And a hit out by Vanessa. That is a Mancos point now, 4-3. Looks like number 1 for Mancos is starting.
Number 1 sends it over the net. Hit is good to Lacey Brunson. Pontine set for Gonzalez. Gonzalez lays the hammer down and hits number 1. And number 1 hit it out of bounds.
Looks like it is a point for Ignacio. Number 9, Trinity Stroll serving. Hits it, is a good serve right into the blind spot of Mancos. They could not defend against it.
Finding the open hole, that's what it is right there.
Finding the hole. And Trinity Stroll hits it and is barely out of bounds. They will call it out, and that is a point for Mancos. Looks like number 9, Shelby Jabor, is serving it over. And set by Alexis and spiked, but Mancos was able to recover. And that is a point for Ignacio.
4 hits, maybe for Mancos. Yeah, it looks like 4 hits, maybe.
Now number 5 is serving. Hit to Mancos. They were able to stop it and send it back over. Looks like they will try to set it up or just hit it over. Mancos was
tipped over.
It's a jump ball.
Point Ignacio.
7-4.
Was it a carry? I don't know.
I think it was a double dribble.
No, it wasn't that. I'll tell you that much.
And it is a good serve. Number 4 for Mancos. Tried to save it, but was a bit low. And the point will go to Ignacio. And the serve was short. Hit into the net by
Marissa
number 5.
Carmenero's number 5. Just a little too less of muscle on that one.
Now number 5, Taya Yeomans will be serving
For the Blue Jays. Hit over, received by Lacey Brunson, number 5. Carmenero's to Pontine, over, and the spike was just too much muscle.
Too much mustard. And the serve is good. Set up by number 5 and spiked by Grace.
Gonzalez lets it go. No mercy. No mercy, she said.
And it was recovered by Mancos. Now up for another spike, and this one.
Pontine just lasers it.
It is now 9-6. Bobcats are up. And it looks like she let the little slippery fish go right over the net. And set to Alexa Pontine, and it is a point for Ignacio as she spikes it onto the floor. Now number 10, Grace Gonzalez serving.
Good jump serve from Gonzalez. Right back over, tipped. Tipped back over to them, number 4.
And that is out of bounds. That is a point for Ignacio.
They're focused. Ignacio's focused. They're ready.
And the Fire Stove Pizza is running on full blast. She hits it out. It is served by Mancos, but Ignacio tries to set up a spike.
Number 15 just hitting it so hard. Yeah. She could focus the energy into one spot. Well, it looks like they call that out of bounds hit back, and it is a point for the Bobcats.
It appears that number 6, Charlize Valdez, will be going in for Vanessa.
Number 11. Number 6, Valdez serving. Serve is over.
A good serve.
Number 9, set. Number 3 hits over. Gonzalez to Pontine.
And it is a good play.
Gets it over with the spike and gets the point.
It is now 12-8 in this first game. Number 6 is up to serve again. Good serve. Set over the net.
Barely gets set. Yep.
And
into the net. Leans into the net. That is a violation point for the Bobcats.
Mancos does not look too happy about that one. Number 6 up to serve again. Looks like they send it back over to Ignacio. And Ignacio tries to spike it.
The jump just a bit too late, it looks like. Maybe in the wrong spot. She kind of had to reach back for that one. But it is hit out of bounds by number 15, Pontine.
And a good serve by Hannah. Well,
serve is out.
Jessie Wallace.
Number 15.
Alexis Pontine up to serve.
Serve is good, right to number 1, and is returned right away, and nobody in the back. Nobody in the back to save it. It hit way in the back. Nobody back there.
Looks like that will be a point for the Mancos Blue Jays. And now number 7, Riley Cannon up to serve.
For the Mancos Blue Jays.
And they don't
Serve
call
is
her
out.
cannon for
Serve
a
is
reason.
out of bounds. Point for Ignacio.
Was a good serve, but off-centered and out of bounds.
We have Lacey Brunson coming in to serve for. Let's see. For Lexi Young.
That is a point for Mancos as they try to hit it back over.
Point for Ignacio.
Well, yeah, point for Ignacio as Mancos tries to hit it back over. And it looks like Ignacio hit it out of bounds. Now up to serve is number 1 for Mancos, Tia Emel.
Service over, received by number 10, Grace Gonzalez.
And it's blocked.
Number 9 tries to hit the spike, but it looks like it is short.
Now 17-12.
Ignacio up by 5. Number 1 for Mancos serves it over, received by Gonzalez. Back to Gonzalez for the spike. Number 3, Blue Jays sets it up for 5. 5 hits over. Number 15, Pontine set for Gonzalez. And she lays the hammer down, but it is too much. Out of bounds.
And the serve is into the net. Looks like she got a hold of that one wrong. Now up to serve is number 9, Trinity Stroll for the Ignacio Bobcats. Dribbling the ball like a basketball. Hits it over. It is a good serve. And Mancos is able to send it back over. And Ignacio sets it up and is blocked.
It is blocked. Received. And they get a send it back over, but it is short.
It is out of bounds.
Number 5 got blocked, and it just got out of control right there. Number 15 tried to put it back into play, but it was just a little too much in the wrong direction.
Now number 9, Shelby Jabur serving, hits it over, and it
looks like number 15 was deciding either to set over the net or set her teammate up. Just couldn't decide between.
Looks like she just set it out of bounds. And
the dive from Lacey Brunson to save it. Number 5 hits over with the spike. Number 2 sets up number 1 for the blue. Number 15 to number 9 off
and
the roof.
It hit the roof.
Number 10, Grace Gonzalez hits it back over.
Sets it up. Mancos fakes it out of bounds.
Sends that way out of bounds. Hit the back wall, for that matter.
And now number 5 for Ignacio, Marissa Carmeneros is serving.
Number 9 to number 5. 5 hits over. Lacey Brunson steps up, picks that one up to Pontine. Pontine lays the hammer down through the block and scores.
Looks like Ignacio will be serving again. And the serve is good. And Mancos sets it back over the net.
Number 5 to Gonzalez.
Gonzalez
tips.
And
it is blocked by number 10, Grace Gonzalez. Point for Ignacio.
A good block by Ignacio. That will be a point for them as it is 21-15 now.
Looks like a timeout.
So, how is the weather outside? It is very good, actually, as it appears it is not. It is raining outside of the Ignacio gym. It might be snowing, but I do not know. And 25 seconds left on the timeout clock. It looks like we are back in the game. Number 5 still serving for Ignacio.
Number 5 sets it or serves over the net. Serve is good. Number 13 for Mancos gives it right back, but it was out of bounds.
A good eye by Ignacio. Was able to tell that it was going to be out of bounds. And number 5.
Just miscommunication there by Lacey Brunson and number 5, Marissa Carmaneros.
Marissa tried to hit it, but Lacey was right behind her. That is a point for Mancos. Now up serving for Mancos is number 5, Taya Yeomans. And set
an
over.
open spot. I like the way she kind of just looks for that open spot and decides whether she could take the spike or hold back and just tip it over into that open spot.
Did look like it worked out for her in that play. And the serve by Grace Gonzalez is over as Mancos returns it back. Setting up, looks like it was a good shot, but Mancos was able to recover.
Again, looking for that open spot, and
Alexis Pontine sends it out of bounds.
just a little bit too much, just like those other hits.
Little too much relish on that one. Now,
Number 13, Blue sends it over, and it's out of bounds. Point
bit too
Ignacio.
much ketchup on that one.
Didn't realize that.
Now up to serve
Number
is
11.
number 11,
Vanessa.
Gonzalez.
Miss.
Hits it over and it's out of bounds. A little bit off-centered. And it is now 24-19. Ignacio's up. All they need is 1 point to win this game. Now up to serve is number 3 for Mancos. It is Jesse Wallace. And Trinity spikes it. And Mancos was able to recover. Hits it back over. As
10 to 5.
Lexi
Lexi
spikes it
Young,
out of
they're-
bounds.
I like their thinking, like throwing it up and looking for that hard spike, but it's just they need to focus the energy to where it hits in bounds and not out of bounds.
Looks like she put a bit
See-
too much mayonnaise. And number 7
They go for the
sends it
spike,
over.
yeah, but they
But-
were in the net. Let's see, who is this?
Looks like it is a point for Mancos as they will be returning to serve.
It looks as if when they went to block, they were just in the net.
And it hits the net. It is 22-24. Now creating.
Timeout, Ignacio.
They have now created
24 to 22.
a Mancos on a bit of a comeback. Able to come back
Looks like we have
4 or 5 points.
Coach Valdez and Miss Valdez as the line judges, it looks like.
Up serving is number 3 for Mancos, Jesse Wallace. All Ignacio needs is 1 point here. But let's see if Mancos will come back. And
There it
Lexi
is!
sends it over.
Oh, so close.
But so far away. And it is
They're
saved
just
by, and
Game
a
over. Doot, diddly, doot, doot.
22-25 in the first game.
Ignacio takes it. It's all about who wants it more right now.
Whoever has the better mentality, as we could see some good spikes by Ignacio
just a little too much power. Just need to put it. I like the way they hawk it down. They hawk it down. Like when the ball goes up, they're all ready. They're all in their positions. If a certain person get it, they know where to go. They know their spot.
And we are back as the timer clicks down to 20 seconds just till the new game. Looks like both teams are getting prepared mentally and physically.
It looks like we have number 15, Alexis Pontine, up to serve for the Bobcats. People in for the Bobcats: number 6, Charlize Valdez; number 10, Grace Gonzalez; number 8, Lexi Young.
And number 5, Marissa Comaneros.
As
And
well
for-
as number 9.
And it looks like for Mancos, we've got number 5, Taya Yeomans.
Number 3, number 13, it looks like. Number 1, number 5. And number 9 for the spike and saved. Too bad. It is hit out of bounds.
Trendy tried to save that one, but was not able to get off the save. Up to serve is number 3, Jessie Wallace. Hits it over to Charlize Valdez. Set by Lexi and hit to Mancos.
Number 3
Now-
to number 13 for the spike. It was just.
They saw the open spot and took it.
Oh,
The ball is rolling away now.
that looks like she was trying to throw it under the net and hit her teammate.
Not a very good throw, but
Well, heck.
and another good serve by
Grace
Mancos.
Gonzalez, number 15. Number 8, Lexi Young hits it over. Number 8 with the tip to Charlize Valdez. Pontine to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over. Number 3 hits it high over the net. Tip. Marissa Carmaneros tips it over.
And it looks like it was an illegal
it-
back serve.
No, it was a carry on.
Looks like it's a technical 2 shots. No, a serve. By number 2, Lacey Brunson smokes it into the net. It's a point for Mancos. Now up to serve is number 4, Lizzie Mee.
Service. Yep, another violation. Looks like at the net in the middle on number 9, 5, and 13. Just wrong positioning maybe
Now up to serve is number 9, Trinity Stroll.
for the Ignacio Bobcats.
Looks like we are waiting for the positioning to be correct.
Yeah,
As-
they're looks like they're finishing rotation. Bit of miscommunication, it looks like. There's the whistle. Number 9.
Hits it over,
Service.
and it's
out.
and
Saved.
it's a point for
Saved
them.
by the other team. Thank you.
It was gonna be out of bounds, but
After that, it's a tie game.
3-3 now. Trinity
Number 9
hits it
sends
over.
it back over. Number 5 tips it over to Pontine. Pontine to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Valdez. Valdez over.
Now number 5 spikes it, and
Out
it
of
is
bounds.
too much Chick-fil-A sauce on that one. Now up to serve, Trinity Stroll hits it over.
Tip.
Mancos
Nobody.
hits it, backs it over.
No, looks like.
A major miscommunication for Ignacio.
Yeah, I don't know. What was their thinking? Were they trying to set something up to the taller person, or?
Now up to serve is number 13, Americus Arkeller. And
Blocked.
it's blocked.
And it's
but
hit back over.
saved.
Saved again. Pontine up.
And there's a call for Mancos.
In the net on Ignacio. Point Mancos.
Now
it looks
4-5, Mancos lead.
Looks like maybe on the block it was a. Oh, maybe when she after the block when she went to hit it up. That's probably why.
And it's a good serve.
And nobody there to recover it right in the middle, right in the open spot. Trinity Stroll went for the dive, but no good.
Number 13 sends it straight to Grace and sets it up to a little nice hit over the net. And Mancos spikes it over into the open spot. It is now 4-7. Mancos is starting to get a little bit of a lead. Number 13 hits it over. Set by Alexa.
It looks like Gonzalez is going up for the hit, but it's just they're not setting into her. It looks
And
like. Keep going to Marissa Carmeneros on the outside.
Big blunder by number 3. Punches it into the net. Up to serve.
Carmeneros
is number
over. Yep,
And it's
another
a-
violation on the front. Looks like rotation maybe.
Now
Let's see.
6-7. Marissa's still gonna be hitting it.
Yeah, a bit of rotation. Yeah, messed up in rotation, looks like. Number 5 hits over.
Hits it over.
Number
Good
1
serve.
set up to number 9. And
Blocked.
it is yeah, it is blocked by Grace Gonzalez. Carmeneros again over.
Hits it to number 1 on Mancos. They
Number
said
3
it,
hits it
but
over.
it's over. And it's a point for Ignacio. Marissa hits it over to Mancos, and they return to sender as Marissa sets up Charlize.
Charlize hits it out
And
barely.
It appears
Just a
there
little
is
bit
too
out.
much sauerkraut on that one. up to
Lacey
serve.
Brunson with the hit, send it back over.
And number 3 absolutely bodies number 9. It's a point for Mancos.
They were on the same team, I think.
Up to serve is number 9, Shelby Jabbour.
Looks
And-
like timeout called on one of the teams. 8-9. Mancos up by 1.
As this minute counts down, it is a close game, very intense. If Ignacio can pull this off, it'll be one game by them. But if Mancos was able to come back, then they will be going into overtime or the third game to 15 points to see who will win.
Looks like the line judge is giving some tips to the setup to Mancos because they've been called twice for him. So number 8 swings it over to the Pontine to Carmenero. Gonzalez up, hits the spike, received by number 9. Number 5 hits over to number 9 Trinity Stroll.
Charlize
Over by-
Valdez sends it back over.
Number
Mancos.
5 over to Brunson to Carmeneros.
And
Or actually, no, he hits it over. It's good.
looks like they were able to
There's a
save
tip.
it.
Carmeneros to Brunson to Pontine. Sets Pontine up.
And it hits the roof, but they're able to save it.
Gonzalez to Carmeneros.
Sets
Sets
it up to
Pontine.
Pontine,
Pontine
and
lays the
it is
hammer.
too
And
much on it.
still too much. It's been... Oh, it's a tip. All right. Save.
And it's a point for
Save.
Ignacio.
Just barely. It looks like Lexi Young is coming in for Lacey Brunson. We have number 10, Grace Gonzalez, up the line to send it over.
Serve is good.
When Gonzalez hits the ball, it almost has no spin. It's just like it floats up. It's just a floater.
And Mancos is
They're all on the
Hits it
ground.
over.
Everybody on Mancos was all over the ground. Charlie sends it
and
over.
that's
It's
a
tipped.
tip.
That's tipped by number 5. Save.
Looks like
Again,
that is a point.
they're just hitting it out of bounds. I don't know what. They're getting saved by those tips.
Now it's 10-9. Ignacio lead, able to come back.
Ow!
Mancos.
Ah.
Able to hit it to Trinity Stroll, which she is unable to save it. Is now a tied game.
It would have been out. It looked like it would have been an out, but looks like she was hawking it down and just tried to hit it. Went for the dive at the last second.
Now serving is number 5, Taya.
Carmeneros to Gonzalez. Gonzalez up, and it's just short.
It was a good spike, a lot of heat on that one. It's just, it hit a bit low into the net. Mancos will be serving again. They hit it
Mancos hits
over.
up. Carmeneros to Valdez. Valdez
Good
shoots it over
setup.
and right through the blocks, right through the hand. Two of them jumped it up, and she just found where it was. It looks like Vanessa Gonzalez is coming in for Charlize Valdez. A lot of excitement on the bench.
Last point was a little bit of a bluff. It looked like she was going to spike it, but hit it pretty soft. Able to get the point off. Now up serving is number 11, Vanessa. And it's out of bounds.
Vanessa hits it out. Point 12-11. It's a close game.
As we can see, Vanessa is not doing too good on serving this game as she's hit 2 out of bounds.
Just barely tipped, and
that's a point for Mancos.
They're diving everywhere. Ignacio's
Net
all over the
violation.
place.
Net violation on Ignacio. Looks like that'll
Yeah.
be a point for
Looks
Mancos.
like a reach over, actually.
Now 11-13, Mancos lead. Number 1 will be serving.
15.
Sets
for
it up.
Trinity
Trinity
Stroll,
Stroll is
Trinity
able to get off the shot,
Hits
and
through
they
the
can't.
block, and there, Mancos just jumped into each other. I don't know.
Can't
They were
do-
all trying to go for the ball, and then one person just hit it way out.
Can't do anything about that.
Pontine up to hit, up to serve. Pontine service
Hits it.
good, ace for the girls, for the Lady Cats, right under number 1.
Right into the middle.
Her serve is it's just so fast. You gotta react quick to that one.
They're focusing so much on their setup that they're leaving the middle wide open.
Gonzalez to Pontine to
And
Lexi. Oh, just maybe it was just a little too early of a jump on Lexi Young's part, but
Bit of a high setup and a bit of a too early jump. Now up to serve is number 3 for Mancos.
Young to Pontine to Carmeneros over. 3-4.
4 spikes it over to Bobcats.
15. Gonzalez hits it over. Number 3 hits to.
Out of bounds, it
She was,
appears.
yeah, I don't know who she was hitting here.
I think
She went for the set and it just like rolled off the fingertips, went backwards.
appeared that she was tipping to number 10 on the bench. Now up
Number
to serve is number 2, Lacey Brunson. Hits it over.
Tip
And
over and a score by Grace Gonzalez.
bit of confusion on the floor as they don't get it over the net.
Ignacio up by 1, 15-14. Number 2 again over the net, just barely tips the top of the net. Number 3 hits it over to Brunson to Stroll over.
Now only with 1 hit left, Mancos is
Brunson.
forced to send it back over.
Tipped over.
And it's
Save.
a point for Ignacio as number 13 hits it twice. Lacey will be serving again. Hits it to the middle. Number 1 is forced to dive.
Oh, they got that spin on the ball, just spun right out of the hit. It went to set it, and it was just spun out.
It actually looked like she kind of slipped there.
Yeah.
Now up serving is number 4. Hits it to Lacey, and Alexa sends it to Trinity, who sends
Trinity
it over.
over, finds the open spot, and takes the point. Ignacio 17, Mancos 15.
That middle of Mancos' defense has been open all game. Most of the points are coming over there.
Looks like Trinity hits it over, bounces
And-
off of 4, just couldn't get that right angle.
Hit her right in the shoulder, unable to do anything. Now 18-15, Ignacio's up. Needs 7 more points to win. Trinity sends it over, good serve, and it is out of bounds after Mancos tries to save it. Trinity can send missiles over to their side, unable to guard against it, unable to even hit it back.
Looks like Blue is gonna call timeout, try to regroup. Ignacio just got that momentum right now.
It was a pretty close game, as last time out we were down by 1, and now we're up by 4. A pretty
In the second game, if we win this, then I think it's over.
And as they get set up, number 9, Trinity Stroll, will be serving for Ignacio. Is their ball. As they get the rotation set up, we will be waiting.
Looks like a lot of excitement on the bench. We got people dancing. Number 9, Trinity Stroll sends it over. Service good.
Sets it up to number 13, Americas.
Pontine to Brunson. Brunson to Gonzalez. One of the Gonzalez's. Number 3 sets it up to number 5. Just barely, and it hits out.
Out of bounds. Point for Ignacio. Now 20 to 15. Up 5 points now.
Number 9, Trinity Stroll serves again, service good. 13 sets that up to 5. 5 tips it. Pontine to Brunson. Brunson to Vanessa. Vanessa hits it over.
And the miscommunication.
Just confused. They hit the ball and they didn't know who was getting it.
Now
So
up by 6.
that's gonna result in a point for Ignacio. 21 to 15. 4 points to end the game.
Now up by 6. Ignacio has to be careful not to let Mancos get a comeback, because it is still a very high possibility that it might happen. Now up serving is number 13, Americas.
For the Blue Jays. Blue Jays
Hits it
service
over.
good. Barely
Barely.
saved by Grace. Pontine hits it up. Brunson hits it over.
Quite an unexpected serve because it hits the net and barely rolls over.
What a save by
Pontine
Gonzalez.
sends
And
it into the
Pontine
corner.
Scores for the team.
Sends it into the
20
corner.
22 to 16. Ignacio up by 6.
Now up is number 5, serving for Ignacio, Marissa.
Carmeneros. Number 1 hits. Number 3 over to Trinity Stroll. Stroll to Carmeneros.
It's blocked. That's a point for Mancos. Now 22 to 17. They have to be careful in this end game. Number 9 serving for Mancos, Shelby Jabbour. Hits it over to Lacey Brunson. And set up for Grace, but is blocked. And
Grace
it's a point.
No, she just didn't have a good angle on that one, it looks like. It was almost out of bounds. It was right on the net.
Almost jumped into
Just a
the
little
net
bit of
judge.
bad on the setter part.
Hit over to Alexis Pontine and set. Hit
Alexis
over.
Pontine hits it to the corner. Hits the roof on Mancos' side. Mancos number 3 hits it back over. Gonzalez. Lays down the hammer.
And is
And it bounces
unable to
off.
be saved.
See, give that angle to her and she'll work.
Unable to
She'll
be
score.
saved as it sent into the bleachers.
Give this to that and she'll find the open spot.
Now up serving is number 10 for Ignacio, Grace Gonzalez. And it is
number
hit to
12
the
just
net.
missed the tip, and it is match point. Match point, it seems. And
It appears
Ignacio,
that
number 10 with the ball. She gonna finish it right here. Could be game.
must be a lot of stress on Mancos as they're down.
Game
And it's a point
is
for
over.
Ignacio. They win the game.
Looks
They
like
seem pretty
Ignacio
excited as they all
wins
go.
is that 2
cheering.
games in a row? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the games are over for now. Yeah, it appears everything's over.
And now we're
Well, let's see. We might have a. Looks like we will.
third game for bragging rights.
Let's see. Looks like they're examining the net, looking for some. Might have knocked over the out of bounds pole. Looks like. They're getting some
doing-
new line judges. It looks like.
They're doing
see.
something with hand motions and everything. And I am completely lost as I have no clue what we are doing. If we are playing another game or if it's that game over.
My bad, my bad. Looks like we're playing best of 5, so the Lady Cats win this, and hopefully that'll be a win. They'll secure the win this round. Looks like Miggs is gonna start off the ball.
Number 3, Jesse Wallace is going to be serving. "30 seconds left as both teams get ready." Number 1 goes in for number 12. Last minute changes. A good
Serve
serve.
is over. Pontine to Carmeneros. Pontine to Lexi Young. Hits it over. Return back. Hey,
And-
yo! That's a what's it called? Number 13. You can't reach like that, bro.
Yeah, bro. And now it's a point for Mancos.
That should have been point Ignacio. She reached over and hit the net pretty hard, but.
And it's another point
and
for
they're calling
Mancos.
they're calling that. All right. Okay. All right. You won't call that, but you'll call this. All right.
3 sends it over to
Number 11.
and
Carmeneros to
sets it up for
stroll
Trinity.
over, finds the open spot. I don't think she was trying to do that. Just slipped out. Kind of just landed in the right spot at the right time.
Looks like her rolled off her fingertips and just happened to land
Pontine
there.
for the serve. Serve is good.
Hits it
And
over.
score. Looks like
But-
number 9 went to dive and it just hit it in the wrong spot. Just had that backspin on it.
Serve was too fast, unable to hit it correctly. Serving again, straight to number 5 in the back, and sets it up to number 1 for Mancos.
Number 1
but it's-
returns. It's Gonzalez to Pontine to Stroll. Stroll lets it go.
Now number 4
Mancos just, I don't know, just hit it too late.
spikes
Hits
it
it right
into
towards
the
the
net.
bottom of the net.
Spikes
Pontine
it into the
again
middle.
to send the fireball over.
And tactical nuke straight inbounds.
I don't know if you could say that to it. Pontine again.
Hits it over to number 1.
Out!
And
Oh, Gonzalez
Amen.
went for the save. Pontine, we're back in. Ball is back in play. Number 3 to number 13.
Hits it
13
out of
over,
bounds.
and it is out. Gonzalez hawked it down, but kind of
Looks
knew
like
it was going to be out. Pontine again for the serve.
Grace gave them a second chance, but they still got the point. It's set
Tip over.
over.
Gonzalez to
and
Pontine. Pontine to Lexi Young.
Lexi hits it,
And
unable to be
Lexi
saved.
scores. Number 1 just went for the dive and didn't hit it hard enough with the set.
Now 6-2. Sent over. Very
Again,
good
on
serve.
number 1 for blue. Pontine just sets it ablaze over there.
Timeout now. 1 minute on the clock. Alexa Pontine has been doing very good on the serves, unable to stop her and get her away from the
What does
serving
she
line.
have? 6 points? 7 points already? 7-2, Ignacio. Let's see. Will they be able to stop Pontine? Let's see. Let's see. Pontine over. Serve
Hits it
is
over.
good. Ace. Nobody there to hit the ball. They just stared at it.
Looks like Mancos,
Stargazing.
number 5 and number 1, thought each other was gonna hit it, but neither did.
Number 15, Pontine again.
Serving over.
Number 3 tries to fake it out with the backward set. Looks like Pontine's gonna set Carmeneros. Carmeneros over.
Hits it. Straight
Number
back
4
in
sends
bounds.
it in. Number 11, Grace.
They hit it
And
over
the
and they're
backward
able to get
skip by
another point.
Pontine. Faked them all out. Nobody in the spot.
Now
Just-
9-2.
I don't know. They went up for the block and they just hit it over. That's 9 points for Pontine, it looks like.
Looks like Pontine will be remaining serving. Hits it over. Mancos is able to hit it back. And it's a point. Looks
Lexi
like
Young goes up for the block, but it's just like she's just a bit too early.
Looks like number 15 was not able to hold her spot for 25 points. So it looks like number 4 will try to hit it.
Number 4. Yeah, way
Lizzie
short.
Nee
Way short.
trying
I
to
don't know,
hit
it's
it.
just Lacey Brunson up to serve for Ignacio Bobcats. In for Lacey Brunson comes in for Lexi Young.
Mancos able to set it. Number 5 tries to spike it.
Spike short? I don't know. Seems like they're just getting a little lazy, not really hitting anything over.
Lacey will be serving again. Hits it, but hits the pole. And that's a line violation called by
That was close.
the
Called
line
by
ref.
Line judge Chris Valdez.
Former basketball coach. Number 13, Americas, hits it over.
Pontine to stroll over. Saved by number 3 on the Blue Jays. 13 on the Blue Jays over. Brunson to Pontine. Pontine to Gonzalez. Number 3 hits it to number 8.
And it's
in the net.
blocked.
They hit it into the net, but there was 2 LadyCats there to stop it, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Point Ignacio up by 8.
Now up serving is number 9, Trinity Stroll. Able to hit it pretty good into the right corner.
Pretty solid. Number 9, Pontine to Gonzalez. Vanessa over 3 to 5. 5 hits it over. Brunson to Pontine. Pontine sets Carmeneros. Carmeneros
And
hits. Saved.
Number 11.
Up at the net. Right, it was just hard choice to make. She hit it really high right over the net. Couldn't really tell which side it was going on, but Trinity Stroll to Pontine. Pontine to Gonzalez.
Looks like Grace tried to get a good spike on that, but the Berlin of wall wasn't falling down today. It was
Just
blocked.
Wasn't a high enough set. It was right to the net. Looks like they're gonna retry that.
Vanessa
They'll give Yep, Vanessa
spikes it
Gonzalez.
out of
Vanessa
bounds. It
spikes
is no good.
for Ignacio.
Hit, and it is a good serve right into the blind spot of Mancos, unable to hit it. Now 13 to 6, Ignacio. Number 5, Marissa will be serving again. Hits it over, Mancos is able to save it and sends it over right into the spot where nobody is, the open spot on the floor. Looks like that'll be a point for Mancos. Now serving is number 5 for Mancos, Taya Yeomans.
Looks like a little mess up with the rotational. Looks like, yeah. Ignacio up by 7, 14-7. Number 5 for Mancos serving. Serve is good to Lacey Brunson. Brunson just looks like maybe Pontine was just a little, just a little kind of a bad hit by Brunson.
No longer doubling Mancos' points. Ignacio has to defend.
Brunson to Stroll to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over.
Number 9
9
sets it.
to number 1.
Spikes it.
Spikes just
But it's
hits
too
it too
short.
low again. Just hitting it a little too low. Looks like number 10, Grace Gonzalez, up to serve for Ignacio Bobcats.
Looks like she's sent that smoked salmon straight into the fishing net. Number 10 hits it over. And Mancos is able to hit it back over to the Ignacio. And they set it up, and it's a big spike, but Mancos is able to block it. Sets it back up, and it is getting difficult. And it's a point for Ignacio.
Under the net, it looks like maybe. For Mancos, Ignacio point. Again, we still have Grace Gonzalez at the line with the jump serve. There's a whistle.
They hit it over.
Serve is good. Number 3 hits it over. Carmeneros to Gonzalez, over.
Able to
Pontine hits
save
over.
it. Number 9 sets it up for number 12. Able to hit it
Gonzalez over.
And able to save it again. Some miraculous saves. And it's blocked.
Just a low hit, looks like. Maybe blocked by number 11, Vanessa Gonzalez. Number 10 hits it over again. Trinity Stroll, Carmeneros to Vanessa Gonzalez. Vanessa over. Number 9 sets it up to number 12. Number 12 hits it in the hole.
With her height, she is able to just hit it over everybody right in the middle of the floor where nobody is. Now 17-9. Ignacio's got an 8-point lead. Number 1 is serving for Mancos. And hits it straight into the net.
Looks like Ignacio is up by 8, it looks like. Vanessa Gonzalez goes out. Charlize Valdez comes in for her. Charlize Valdez at the line to serve.
She serves it straight to
Serve is
Mancos.
good. Stroll to Carmeneros. Carmeneros back to Stroll. Stroll with the spike, and looks like Trinity Stroll was in the net. Someone was in the net. Someone in the front, or whoever wants to spike it.
Now up serving is number 3 for Mancos, Jessie Wallace. Hits it over to Grace. And sets it for Trinity, and she spikes it straight at her.
It is in. It is indeed in. Good hit. Looks like we have Alexis Pontine up to serve.
As before, she was unstoppable. Got 10 points about.
6 points, and let's see if they can hold this lead. Gonzalez to Pontine. Pontine
Sets
to
it up.
Stroll fires to the open space.
Good
and
hit
that
by
is a
Ignacio.
Point for Ignacio.
Now 10-20. Ignacio up, doubling their points. This might be game over. Hits it over number 5 on Mancos. And they try to hit over, but only able to send it straight into the net. As the ball rolls off, and Mr. Grand picks it up. And
Ooh,
it was
she
a
strikes the ball. Wait, looks like about a few feet behind the line. Could have took a few more steps. Maybe it would have gone over, but 21-11, Ignacio.
now number 4 hitting.
Gonzalez hits over, and looks as almost they tried to dunk the ball, but they did score.
And they forgot that the basketball rims are up and were unable to dunk it, but it's still a point for Mancos. Number 4 back up to serve, Lizzie Me. Hits it
Before
over.
It's over. Grace Gonzalez to Pontine. Pontine. Carmeneros. Carmeneros swings and is just short. Looks like she didn't get full contact on the ball when she swung. Looks like maybe hit the side of her hand, it looks like.
Now number 4 hits it over. And Alexa sets it up for Lexi. And it's a tip and point for Ignacio.
It is, yep, 22 to 13.
Now Lacey Brunson comes in for Lexi Young.
Lacey Brunson up to serve.
They hit it over right in the middle. But Mancos is able
Gonzalez
to
to
defend.
Pontine. Pontine to Gonzalez again, and
And
she lets the hammer down.
Was a great shot.
And there is arguing between the two teams, and it looks like Mancos won the argument, and they called the point back, it looks like. Looks like the swing was in the net. Called it back because they hit the net.
22 to 14. Mancos is able to get up 2 points, but all Ignacio needs is 3 points. And as it's another point for Ignacio, as Mancos tries to fumble the ball but can't get it over.
Mancos is just fumbling the ball around.
Now number 9, Trendy Stroll serving. Hits it over, out of
Is
bounds.
out, just a little bit too much. They've been hitting them pretty hard, but they just, number 1 just won't let him go, and she finally let that one go.
Now number 9 serving for Mancos,
It is
out
out
of bounds.
once more, 24 to 15.
Mancos can't make any more mistakes
This could
now.
be game over.
And we could be seeing the game-winning play.
A little bit of laughter on Ignacio's
And
side.
a good hit by Mancos, number
looks
3.
like, yeah, they're just kind of having fun at this point since they have a big lead on them.
Now number 5 serving for
Looks
Mancos.
like they're lining people up further back. There's only one person up on the net. They're setting up for Pontine. Pontine swings.
And it's out of
Tips
bounds.
out, and
That's
that is
game.
game over. Pontine with the winning hit.
It looks like they're waving to the end of the team.
Yeah, that is it. That's all for today, folks.
That's all, folks.
Subscribe to Mr. Beast.
All right, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending Ignacio Activities Network as the Ignacio LadyCats volleyball win 3-0 against the Mancos LadyBlueJays volleyball. We are signing out for the night. We will see you the next home game of the volleyball season.